Hello everyone, so today we are going to be looking at how to draw a net of a prism. So let's take a look at example 1. What we have here is what we call it as a triangular prism, and that's because we have two triangle face as the end faces, and it is connected by a series of rectangle faces. So the first thing that we might want to do is to count the number of faces we have. So here we have two triangle faces and three rectangle faces. So all together we have 5 faces. So the easiest way is for us to start drawing out the rectangle faces first. So starting from the bottom, alright, so I'm going to draw that out first. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. Then moving on, I'm going to draw another rectangle that is on the right of the bottom rectangle, and another rectangle that is on the left of the bottom rectangle. Then we can start drawing the triangle which is attached to the bottom. So I am going to draw a triangle at this end and another triangle which is just right on the top. So yes, this is the net of the prism. So let's take a look at example 2. Now we call this a pentagonal prism because it is made up of two pentagons as its end bases or end faces and a series of rectangles. Now let's start counting the faces first. So here we have two pentagon faces and 5 rectangle faces. So altogether we have 7 faces. Once again, let's start drawing the rectangle faces first. So we are going to start by drawing the bottom rectangle face. So I'm going to draw my rectangle face first. Then moving on, I'm going to open another rectangle face that's on my right. So I'm going to draw another rectangle to my right. And perhaps open another rectangle as well on my right. So here you go. And then I'm going to start opening the other rectangle that's on my left. So I'm going to open another rectangle on my left and followed by the last rectangle that I have again on my left. Okay, so we have 5 similar rectangles here. So the next thing is to draw the two pentagon faces, this and this. Okay, and if you can see, the pentagon faces is attached to the bottom part of the rectangle. So I am going to attach a pentagon to the bottom here on both sides. And there you go. Here we have a pentagonal prism net. Now, of course, there isn't just one way to draw a net of a prism. There are many ways. So here I'm going to show you another way to draw the net of the similar pentagonal prism that we just saw. Now, first thing first is I would want to rotate this prism so that the pentagon now will look like it's the base now. The next thing is, like I say, we always start drawing the base. So here now the base is a pentagon. So we are going to draw the pentagon first. So let me first draw that out. Okay, here we go. So the next thing I would want to do is to decide where I want to cut my edges. So For example, if I'm going to cut my edges this way here now, so now I can lay down my rectangle somewhere here. So I'm going to do the same thing by cutting along all the edges now. So what happened when I cut along all the edges? The rectangle will now stay flat on each of the sides of the pentagon. So I'm going to draw the rectangle here. And the next thing, or the last thing here, is for us to draw the pentagon here. Okay, and I would want to attach the pentagon to this first rectangle that I have drawn here. So this is the first rectangle. So I would want to extend that to draw the pentagon. So this is how it looks like. Here we go. Another net of a pentagonal prism. So remember, students, a prism can have more than one net depending on the edges it is cut along. But each net will have the same number and shape of faces. So I hope you are now able to identify and draw different nets of a particular type of a prism. And this concludes our lesson for today. So take care and bye-bye.